All right, we're here, everyone. Never fear, we're here.
We did it.
We did it, you guys. First off, hey everyone. Can you guys hear us? Can you guys hear me, Hannah, Anthony, and Kim?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hello, everyone. I
Hey,
guess
everyone.
I should use my words and not my hands. That would be great.
My screen is not frozen. It's a screen capture.
Yes.
So people are aware.
2 days ago, everyone's like, Hannah, your screen is frozen.
Yeah,
Your
your
screen is
screen
frozen. I'm
is
like, it's not.
frozen.
It's not. I swear, everyone, it's not.
There were people other than me here, and I didn't want them to be stuck in the background of my video.
All right, so I think you guys can hear us all. So there's some new faces for you guys. So you know Hannah, you know me. I want to, I love doing the meet the team kind of thing. So guys, meet Kim. Kim, do you want to do a little introduction of who you are?
Hey, yeah, I'm the associate brand manager on the live ops side of things for Crystal. So, yeah, happy to be here.
Everyone say hi to Kim. I want to see
Hi,
chat
Kim.
full of hi Kims. Hi Kim. How are you?
There we go.
And then
Finally.
Anthony. Do you want to introduce
everyone.
yourself?
My name's Anthony. I'm an art outsource producer here at Crystal Dynamics. So I work with the outsourcing team, and also recently started working with the voiceover and narrative team.
Yeah.
Hell
You guys
yeah.
joined us.
Nice.
Hi, everyone.
Everyone say hi, Anthony. I like to do this. We're welcoming here, right? We're welcoming here, right, chat? Yes? Cool. Okay, awesome. So this is our part 3 of the replaying Reassemble campaign. You're gonna see just in a bit, I skipped ahead a lot. We last left off at A-Bomb. I went way ahead to right after the Black Widow mission, so we're about to interrogate Monica. I think there's more narrative beats there that we could talk about. And, there's just the hangout session, and there's not going to be any major announcements at all during this. This is just for fun.
This is our excuse to chill and admire our work.
You should be at the end by now, Andy. I know. I thought about doing the end, and then I saw some comments saying that I hope they don't do the end. So we're not going to do the end. But yeah, let's since we're running a little late. Oh, by the way, guys, yeah, I had a blackout. It reset all my settings, so that's why we're late. I apologize. But we had hailstorms yesterday in San Francisco, and it kind of just killed everything. But we're safe. Okay. So, I ask this to everyone, but Kim and Anthony, what are your guys' favorite parts of the Reassemble campaign?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think mine's pretty easy. The first time you play Black Widow,
Nice.
honestly, just like her whole introduction was my favorite part of playing through the campaign. And I played through like the entire campaign when I first started, and just getting to drop in as Widow and just like her between her gun mechanic and her like invisibility, I was a huge fan of it right off the bat.
Nice. Kim, do you have
Yeah.
one?
For me, I would have to say Dad Hulk is a personal favorite of mine. I'm a huge fan of Kamala, and I think our Bruce Banner is like the best one of all the Bruce Banners. So, and
Them's fighting words, but I will take it.
we're going in strong with this one. No, I really enjoyed him, and I enjoyed his relationship with Kamala throughout it. And like, there's just so many tiny little moments throughout the whole campaign that I just really enjoyed.
So, Hannah, we skipped over a lot from A-Bomb to now, and we're
Yes.
taking control over everything. We just captured Monica. What would you say everyone's state is like, especially Black Widow, since we're playing her right now?
Yeah, so this is before their leader is discovered. So they're very tentatively together. And the thing we really wanted out of this whole interrogation scene was to kind of catch up about the relationship between Bruce and Monica. For us, Monica is the big bad. Tarleton is just kind of her puppet. And we knew that we wanted some type of head-to-head between an Avenger and Monica, because she's really like, she's kind of gotten herself involved with the entire Avengers before basically helping them split up. And so we knew this was going to be like a really tense encounter because Monica and Bruce were together, and for Monica it was a means to an end, and for Bruce he actually felt things.
Aw.
But we thought we definitely ran through a bunch of different ideas of who would be in the interrogation room before we settled on Bruce. We thought, like, you know, Nat is the spy, maybe she would be the one to get information. But for emotional reasons, we definitely decided to go with Bruce.
Nice. I think it makes a lot of sense too, and especially the emotional weight behind like everything you guys did with Bruce in general, because he is, like you said, the mom, right?
Yes.
of the family tree.
Yeah, in our family tree, Bruce is the mom. I think that has a lot to do with the way Troy Baker plays him, for sure. I've said this in our art book in a couple of places that Troy made choices right from the beginning playing Bruce that completely changed how we wrote the character.
Yeah. Really amazing.
That's how Ames goes.
I love that you guys are calling him the mom, and I'm just like, no, he can be a dad. Dads can be nurturing
It's
too.
true, but we really like Dad Cap. We are very partial to Captain America being the dad.
fair.
So perhaps Bruce is just the single parent until Cap comes back.
It's just like a 3 men and a baby situation that we've got going on here. It's just
It
like,
definitely is.
a family can just be all dads. We know this. We love this.
It's true.
That is
It works.
true. That is true. Who is Black Widow in the family tree? Who would you say?
Oh my God! Why don't I know that? It's the cool big sister, if I remember
okay.
correctly. She's the cool big sister who or cool aunt. Oh my God! Nicole will correct me at some point. But she's the kind of person, because we also thought of Kate as kind of a big sister to Kamala as well. But Kate kind of puts herself in that position versus Black Widow is just someone you will look up to.
It's true. Old drunk guy says he sees Nat as the dad, Cap as the mom, and Bruce as the depressed uncle.
The depressed uncle.
Oh well, I definitely like Tony as the weird uncle. I think he's very uncle-y to Kamala. He's a little weird with her. He's not quite sure how to do things. Sometimes what he says to her doesn't come off quite right.
And I see a bunch of people think that Black Widow is the cool auntie.
Uh,
Thor is the
Nic-
grandpa. He is old.
Yeah.
He's really old.
he is old. Nicole, I was right the first time. Nicole says Nat is the cool older sister. Kate is the middle child.
No.
But I would definitely consider her an older sister to Kamala.
Yeah. So this scene is super heavy. Do you think Bruce actually thinks he can get something out of Monica? Like, we all know Monica.
I'm actually with Tony and Nat here, where I think they're doing this, they're letting Bruce do this for him and not because they think he's going to be the one to get information. Like, this is purely I need closure to all of this crappy stuff that happened to me. I need to face the person who did all of this to me. And then if they don't get anything out of her, that's okay, because they gave that moment to Bruce.
I love it. Just some closure.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're actually playing Once an Avenger. We showed this off a while ago. It's still one of my favorite missions of all time, just because it switches back and forth, and there's like some real stakes behind it.
Yeah.
Kim and Anthony, like, what's your favorite hero to play, and like, is there a specific mission that you like playing them in?
Kim, you want to go first?
Sure, I can go first.
I surprised them with these questions, you guys. They don't know.
Yeah, he told me to prepare and gave me no additional information, and now I'm just like, this would have been great.
Just bring your cat on. Just
No, it's from the heart. It's from the heart. It's
from the
fine.
heart. Bring your cat
Do it
on the
live.
webcam, and everyone will be happy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, she'll come on eventually. Kamala, definitely 110%. I love her. I like how her hands sometimes get big. You know, like Hulk has big hands too, but it's fun for her to be stretchy, for sure. So that's my favorite part about her. In terms of missions, ooh, that one's a little bit trickier. I like her overall, I would say in general. Yeah, I can't think of any specific mission that stands out, just because, like, anytime that I'm playing her, especially if I'm, like, switching back to her after playing Iron Man or something like that, I just get really, really jazzed to be able to make myself taller at will again.
Nice. Oh, okay. You guys didn't see that. Wow. Guys. I'm warming up. All right. I'm warming up.
I 100% saw that, Andy.
Nope. You didn't see that, Anthony. You did not see that. I'm warming up, guys. I just had a, I'm gonna keep using this. A blackout. My mind is scattered. No one saw that. Anthony, what's your favorite character to play?
So overall, I think it's a tie actually between Widow and Kamala.
Ooh.
So I like playing Widow for being like more offensive in the game, but if I'm like squatted up with people, I like playing Kamala because she's a good support character. And like trying to get some of the challenge fours down with like a good team. The healing is like really, really clutch. And then just like the damage output that she does as a Biggin. If I'm talking like just single player and like favorite mission, I would have to go with Cap in the final mission. Just all the running and like bouncing off the walls and just kind of like the whole acrobatic style of it and like running through as Cap was just black.
Nice. I seriously hope I don't die again.
While everyone's watching.
I know.
I believe in you, Andy.
So Hannah, the setup for this mission is basically they're coming to get Monica, right?
Yep. Tarleton is coming to get what he thinks is his underling. When it's really the other way around. And this is kind of it's the pride before the fall kind of moment. Pun not intended. This is the moment where, like, you get the idea that the Avengers might come back together, and things are gonna get better. But they don't. And we went through a lot of revs of this mission. I think all of the writers have touched this mission at some point or another, as we tried to figure out exactly what Kamala would be doing on the ship, what the other Avengers would be doing on the ship, because there's a lot of like background VO, and you saw the Quinjet fly by and things like that. So we had to basically map in our heads where everybody belonged while this was happening.
Nice. And because we really only play with Kamala and Thor in this part.
Yeah, but there's Nat has to be up to something, Hulk has to be up to something, so we knew we had to figure out, okay, if they're going in to attack Jarvis, who would be most concerned about that? If there's giant robots on top of it drilling into it, who would be most concerned about that? So it was a lot of tactical stuff, which we don't have to do a lot, but this was a very tactics-heavy mission.
And a lot of the chatter is like basically just explaining everything you just said, right? Because they all talk together during this mission.
And then in this room is when Kamala really gets to like face off against Tarleton for the first time. Up until this point, he's just been that guy who made her an offer in an SUV. And this is where he's like, well, you're officially a problem, and I need to deal with you. So you actually get to have her sort of face off with him, not in person, obviously, but she gets a little revenge of sorts.
And he's here talking through just the machines and everything. This is a good like meeting point between their two origin stories, I would say. Yeah,
definitely. I think the other thing that's important in this level that's so destructive and there's so much explosions and stuff is the Avengers are setting themselves up to be the bad guys without even knowing it. Tarleton will use this later to be like, look what the Avengers almost did to Manhattan. And the more damage and destruction they do, the worse they look.
Basically, like recreating A-Day.
Exactly.
Okay. I realized that because I skipped ahead, these characters are not leveled whatsoever.
Now's the time. Is there any gear for her?
You know what? I think I'm gonna accept this challenge. I usually play Kamala for our weekly streams, so although I'm like pressing buttons and the moves that I usually use are not coming out, and I'm like, okay, no, I got this, I got this.
All the things are locked.
Yeah, you don't have any of the skills unlocked.
I don't.
This is like the hardest part of this area too.
Yeah. I may or may not cheat when I do this one.
Rip.
Yeah, chat. I'm seeing a lot of people talk about Square Enix Presents. It is happening. We're not going to talk about any of that until next Thursday. So, yeah, it's just a hangout time. If you guys have any questions for Hannah or Anthony or Kim on the narrative, yeah, just put them in the chat. Okay, jeez.
Oh.
Okay, I got this. Yo, guys, I'm gonna get through this.
Giving me so much confidence right now. It's like such a good Kamala.
Thank you. I'm like a pro Kamala player.
MLG with the base stat.
Exactly.
Who needs levels or gear?
People, Clint's good at making fun of himself. So it
Ah,
depends.
Yeah, this is true. Depends on your philosophy of comedy, really.
Exactly.
that is true. That's a very fair assessment.
I hope everybody's excited to actually get to play Clint soon.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
What's a hero you see yourself in? That says Ask Sad Panther. That's a
What was the question?
That's a deep question.
Yeah. What hero do you see yourself in? Of the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
For me, it's probably Kamala because I'm a very excited person and I get excited about things and I tend to be positive when I can. But I have a little bit of Tony because I also like to be super sarcastic. And so somewhere between those two, but probably closer to Kamala for me.
I'm gonna have to go with Thor.
Nice.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
just
always
go for the god.
associated.
It'll be
I've
great.
always associated with him the most. So I don't know. Plus, I really like Thor in general.
Yeah.
The whole Norse thing it fits my aesthetic. So I'm gonna go with Thor.
I would say definitely Kamala for the same reason. She's got a lot of energy, which I definitely have in spades. And I get my sarcasm side from Kate.
Yeah.
She's got that little sister vibe going on, which is totally me, 100%.
I'm not talking. Oh, are you kidding me? I just died again. Okay, all right.
Andy's focusing so hard on the game and still cannot get by it.
I still can't bet.
Yeah.
Okay, I might just like actually do my gear. All right, guys. Let me like.
Yeah, the gear.
Do my gear for a
do
bit.
you remember picking anything up? Is the important question here.
Well, you know what? We'll see right now as I look. Okay, yeah, my character is completely gearless.
Great.
Some high-level play right here, guys.
Perfect.
See nothing behind the curtain.
Nothing at all.
Andy's not getting gear at all.
I am not apparently getting any gear with Kamala.
He is in no way cheating
No.
in order to look slightly better on this stream.
No way, you guys. Zero. I do like the outfit I was in. Okay.
Oh, somebody asked how the ending of the game changed since the final part from the reveal trailer at E3. That is a good question. The ending, I feel like, has been there from the beginning, facing off against Tarleton as MODOK and what we call the Rock'em Sock'em Robot section, where Kamala gets really big and punches the crap out of a Kree sentry. That stuff was pretty much in there even from when I started on the game. I think those kinds of moments of the Avengers coming together are pretty easy to plan for because that's what we really wanted. In terms of like Monica's role, that has developed a ton since we first ever announced the game. Monica has become so much more of a key player, and she gets her own arc in the story that's front and center, which I really like.
Okay, I didn't actually equip that much more gear because I enjoy this challenge, but
Did this change your power level at all?
no.
Oh well.
We're gonna
There
we're,
we go.
we're just gonna get through this, you guys. We're gonna get through this. Oh my god. I keep dodging. Okay, there we go. I got it.
Quazert asked if me and Anthony read any comics and what our favorite ones are.
Yes.
Anthony, what are your favorites?
Yes. I read a lot of comics. I'm a big comic book nerd. I have been pretty much my whole life. I grew up on comics. My number one Marvel is Wolverine. Always will be Wolverine.
Oh, that is good.
I owned almost every single issue outside of 11 issues total of Wolverine. But my all-time favorite comic is Witchblade. Like overall has always been Witchblade. I own every single issue of Witchblade. It's cool.
Yeah, I don't think I know that one. That's awesome. Yeah, my first comic that I read was actually Spider-Man. Could not tell you which one because I was like 7, and it was a hardcover comic for some reason. So definitely some weird trade, I'm sure. But I would say of the Avengers comics I know the most about, it's definitely Thor. When the original movie came out, I just got super into it. I read all of the old Journey into Mystery stuff before it was even Thor, and just kind of like went from there.
Nice. Donald Blake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Exactly. Do you guys have any NPC dialogue you're particularly fond of? I do, and it's Maddie Cho in The Anthill. Maddie Cho is played by Erika Ishii, and
Yes.
I love and adore her as a person, and she was really, really, really fun to write for. I hope we get to use her more in the future because she's so funny, and Erika just absolutely nails Maddie. It was nice to have an NPC that had opinions of the Avengers and how she feels about them, because I think Maria Hill and Pym and those characters can be they're always professional and talk that way. So to get to write someone who treats the Avengers like very casually is really fun.
All right, this isn't working out, guys.
Anthony, Kim, do you guys have any favorite NPCs?
Oh, I love Theo.
Mm!
I'm a sucker for a character with an abnormal skin color, like blue, for example. And so every time he showed up in the game, I just couldn't get enough.
Gotta love the Portal Twins.
Yeah.
Everyone chats like, "Are you kidding me, Andy?"
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of anything other than seriously, you're the best. Like,
Oh yeah.
Hard to
Oh my
think of anything
God.
else.
Sarah Garza, I'm so sorry.
That's all I got is Sarah Garza in my head. Just like, seriously, you're the best.
Oh God. Yep.
Seriously, Andy is struggling. I am struggling, you guys.
Oh no! Anthony, you've created a monster. The chat is just
I was so hesitant to say it because I was like, chat's just gonna go, seriously, you're the best.
the best.
Here we are.
All right, all right. This I don't want to bore chat, so if I die the next time, then I'm gonna do even more.
We can just tell everybody in chat to look away for like 5 seconds.
You guys can look away for a few seconds, right, chat?
Yeah.
While I don't use
You'll be cool, right, chat?
a level 1 Kamala with nothing on her for this part.
I don't know where this is because it went by real fast. Someone asked what was the decision behind the Kree sentry at the end of the game. You will find out. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Seriously, you're the best. Penny, pennies. Yep.
Yep.
I let slip that I used to eat pennies when I was little, and now that's a thing in these streams. It's a thing.
Is Andy using cheat codes to skip the mission?
No, not at
No.
all.
No, of
Zero.
course
No, not at all.
Never.
Which voice actor was the favorite to write for or work with? What if they watch this?
Oh, I'm telling.
Oh.
Oh, no. I only got to meet a few of them in person. Mostly we Skyped into VO sessions because we're up in the Bay Area and they're down in LA. But I did get to meet the core cast at New York Comic Con, and they are all wonderful people, and I love them all equally because I don't want them to see this.
But you secretly have a favorite.
I secretly have a favorite. Her name is Sandra.
Okay. Sandra, if you're watching.
Yeah.
She
Which
knows.
one is the most likely to be watching? That one's the favorite.
Most likely to be watching? Oh gosh.
While I, just focus on myself for a little bit, or focus on what's going on, in case we run out of time, so Thor's gonna come back after this scene, Hannah.
Yes.
What's going on with Thor?
So Thor, we probably struggled the most with in figuring out what his story was going to be and how he would play a role in the game. And we hope to do more with Thor in the future for sure. But he put down his hammer after Cap, and he kind of lived among humans for 5 years. And we say he worked for charities. He volunteered. He really tried to be a hero in the human sense rather than the super sense, and that's where we use Donald Blake, one of his code names, and at this point I think the thing that surprises people is that he's furious that the Avengers have come back in this way. So he comes in and he saves the day, but he basically agreed to the disbanding of the Avengers. He was like, okay, yeah, I see what we did. It was horrible. People got hurt. So now I'm going to atone for this. And then the first time he sees the Avengers again, they're almost crashing a ship for the second time. So it's really interesting to see him come back and be like, what are you doing? How have you learned nothing in 5 years? And so we really liked him coming in. The thing I love most about this entire mission is him coming back in his street clothes rather than a costume. Him flying above the Chimera in a t-shirt and jeans. I adore it because there's something about, I have done my atoning. I have worked so hard, and you guys are ruining it. I love Thor, and I really, really love him in this mission.
Same. Thor used to be my main, and then I ditched him.
Thor was my main because I love his heroics. I love the Bifrost one. I would spam that so much. I also really like pinning enemies with Mjolnir.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
That's true. I ended up going with with Black Widow, and then I switched to Cap for good. And I haven't turned back.
I have mostly switched to Kate because that bow is so satisfying.
And the porting and the sword.
The decoy. Oh
yes.
my God.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I still died, but I am actually doing more. Okay. Now we're starting from the beginning. All right. I know everyone's like, Andy, what are you doing? You guys see me play Kamala all the time every week. I'm not actually this bad. I swear.
People are asking where does Clint fit into the family tree. I don't think we're gonna say yet.
Oh, actually, I don't even know.
I know.
Can you tell me
obviously.
offline?
I will tell you offline.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to know offline now.
Yes. Okay. I will message you guys offline.
Okay.
But yeah, I know. But I think we will probably wait until you guys get to see, and then maybe you'll guess.
What are your guesses, Chad? Who do you think Clint is in the family tree?
You know, if if I recall correctly, I feel like we may have talked about this in a War Table deep dive at one point.
Have we?
Did we?
I don't know. There's a lot of different answers coming up, so I don't know if we have.
Papa Clint?
Everyone pulling up the war table.
Clint's family dog? Oh my god!
Oh my god! Well, I mean, Lucky is there.
We have a family dog. His name is Lucky.
Oh, poor Clint.
Oh, I love all the guesses.
Did anyone get it right?
I'm saying nothing.
Okay, all right.
The writers would kill.
I think that's a yes, everyone. Shh. Hannah didn't hear that.
Clint is Prince Charming from Shrek.
You know, not too far off.
I love it.
Oh man.
All right, guys, I made it past this.
Sorry.
So this is MODOK, like what you said earlier, talking with Kamala. They're actually having their moment of when the two protagonists
where
and
he-
antagonists talk and everything.
And where he's trying to take over Jarvis.
Mm-hmm.
Sure your new friends won't
What is Kamala thinking right now? Like she doesn't, at this point, she obviously knows Tarleton to her is the big bad.
Yeah. For her, she's totally convinced that everything has been Tarleton. She doesn't know Monica's role in things. She doesn't know Cap's role in things. Tarleton, for her, is everything that went wrong on A-Day. And at this point, she's gotten, at the very least, Tony telling her, you're a superhero, you're one of us, you got this. So she's kind of testing out being a hero here. Who voices Hawkeye is Giacomo, whose last name I can't pronounce.
Gianniotti, that's what he said to me.
Yes. He's very, very good.
He is. He actually has some interesting stories about like how he even got involved to begin with. And we're gonna put that out on social at some point. But
Will we? I'm excited.
Yeah, we are.
He has a long history with our game.
Yeah, Andy dying stage 2. I'm not going.
Oh, are we getting to my favorite part? I think we're getting to my favorite part.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
This whole sequence was super
Yeah.
exciting the first time.
The first time I saw it all together with all the effects and everything. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say Phil Sheldon is an honorable mention for favorite
NPCs?
Yeah.
And here he comes.
Fun fact, Phil Sheldon is voiced by the same voice actor who plays Taskmaster, Walt Gray.
Oh, I did not know that.
That is a fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Thor.
Yes. I love this so much. Just flying over the Chimera, t-shirt and jeans. It's so beautiful.
It's a mood.
His best
It
outfit.
is.
I think we can all agree.
Yes.
What's everyone's favorite Thor outfit? I do like this one. I do like his King Thor a lot, though.
He has a lot of really interesting ones, but I am so partial to all the Avengers in casual wear. There is something about,
Oh yeah.
Everybody is dressed down, but also doing amazing superpower moves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like Kamala, her whole set of her fan t-shirts for all the Avengers. I love them.
Oh, I use the Black Widow one when I'm playing Kamala.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite thing to do is to pick favorites when I'm on a team with 4 different people. Just be like, okay, this is the person that I'm rooting for now, and
Yeah.
we will be best friends on the team.
Exactly.
Oh, I gotta tell you guys, playing Thor on PS5 is different because of the triggers and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, those were really hard to adjust to at first.
Oh, did you work on a lot of that, or some of it?
No, I mean in PS5 in general.
Oh
the,
yeah.
The new triggers, it took me so long to actually like adjust to them.
It feels good, but yeah, the adjusting is
Yeah.
Anyone have a PS5 in chat? I don't. I mean, I'm using a PS5 now, but it's more of a, a dev one. I don't have my own retail PS5.
I do not have a PS5 either. It's okay.
I have one.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's right. Me and Anthony. PS5 buddies.
High five.
Michael, you have a PS5? Yep. I love the little chat right now. Like, Widow is actually taking charge right now, if I were to say so. Because people do think that she's, second in charge after Cap is gone, right?
He definitely is.
Is that something because she says, like, she doesn't feel that way, but do you think she just knows that she probably has the best, style for that?
I think she also feels a responsibility for the other Avengers, because she blames herself for them losing Cap. So she kind of puts herself in a position to be like, I made them lose the person who keeps us all together, so I got to do something. We had her be the one hero who just can't not necessarily be an Avenger, but stop doing what's right. She goes undercover at AIM. She looks into what is really happening to Inhumans. So she can't really help herself. But for her, it's all about atoning in a similar way to Thor. But on the outside, she's just a really kick-ass leader.
Yeah, and it's interesting because all of the Avengers have really strong personalities. So like, when you take one Avenger out of the equation, like everything shifts.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. I think that's why we leaned on the family tree so much when we were first kind of putting them there, because they're really a family that breaks. And while Cap is definitely their core, I think if they'd lost any of the other Avengers, something similar might have happened. But Cap, I think, works as a symbol for people outside of the Avengers too.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna try not to die here.
You can do it, Andy.
I got it. My fingers are I'm not really using that.
I mean, you can fly a little bit.
I don't want to fly. I just like being on the ground.
Get rid of those fire parts is an issue. Might help.
No, I think I like not flying. Sometimes you just got to be a little closer to the humans as Thor,
You're already so high up in the air. Why would you need to get even higher?
Hannah and team, do you ever get outside writing for this game at any point? No, we all stay inside. Always. I have not seen the outside in many, many months.
I can see it from my window. Does that
Yeah, I can also see it from my window. It's nice.
Occasionally from my car when I drive? Like, that's about it.
Yeah. I just got back from an allergy shot, so does that count? I saw the outside.
I think it does.
Okay.
We're all just trying to be safe. We're all developing a game from home separately. I don't think we've seen each other in ages.
I know, it's nice to do these streams and talk to our coworkers.
I know.
Remind us that there are still people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Somebody in chat asked if they'll be able to turn off the vibration for the next gen, and I know we have the option to turn off vibration in PS4.
That's a good question. I don't have a solid answer for that. So I don't want to give you guys a wrong answer, but I can ask.
That is a really good question, though. I imagine that we would be able to, but as we've discussed, only so many of us have access to the PS5 right now.
Yeah.
Correct. Do you guys like pineapples on pizza?
I do.
Yes, absolutely. Pineapple belongs on pizza.
I come from New York, so no.
Oh, so it's like a crime to you then.
Yeah, there is actual banter, elevator banter, about Thor's enjoyment of pineapple on pizza and Cap being very, very sad about that.
Oh, because he's from New York.
Yeah.
Another reason why I'm Thor, I guess.
Yes.
Well, now pizza sounds really good. Thanks.
I know, sorry.
No.
I also have not had lunch.
No, me neither. I haven't eaten.
Pizza My Heart is right next to the gym.
Thinking about it.
There, look, Kim, I'm flying. You happy?
It's helping?
I guess it did.
Up until the fire.
Not to backseat game or anything, but you know, that's like the best part of Thor is that you can fly around,
That
right?
is true.
That
I
and
just
his
like
cute
swinging
little
around his
bag.
hammer.
Someone asked how big our team is. I don't even know now.
I don't even know because we're all like we've been working from home for like a year now, and there's
Yeah.
I don't
and
even know.
Yeah, people
I
have
don't even
been-
remember faces. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
It keeps getting bigger and bigger too. Like
Yeah.
I joined during the lockdown, so I've like not met anybody in person.
Yeah. I mean, I've been here for 3+ years, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger. And plus, we work with studios around the world.
yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's mostly what I do. Is all the
Yes.
studios around the world. So
That's Anthony's
in my
job.
head, there's a lot of people.
I can say our writing team right now is 4 people. So there's 4 of us. It's Nicole Martinez, Jessica Kraus, me, and Keanu, who you guys would have seen yesterday.
We have 4 people as well on our team.
But there are teams with way more people than that.
Yeah.
Where can we find screenshots and high quality of the PS5 version? We're gonna be releasing them throughout the week. Oh, this is my favorite part. It looks really pretty too, so that's why I like it.
It does.
My favorite thing is when I get distracted while doing this because like someone came by my desk and I let the chimera crash.
No.
Oh my god.
Andy,
Like,
why couldn't you
whoopsie.
have shown us that?
I could have, like, this is the improved detail, you guys, that you're gonna get from the PS5 version. So this is where Thor gets reunited and he does his thing.
Yes. This is the big fight.
I love it.
Unhappy Thor.
All right. Everyone just
Was just like part of the plan to just have them all really just go at it after this
It-
catastrophic
it-
thing.
It was always part of the plan. What was going to actually cause the fight changed a lot. What you were actually going to see in the video, what Thor was going to be mad about, all of that stuff, it changed. We had a lot of... But we knew we wanted it to end with Tony and Bruce coming to blows. So we did know that.
found some evidence that
Everyone's favorite moment of Hulkbuster gets out. Oh, and they're meeting for the first time. Well, not the first time, but. And there we go.
You remember me?
I
Oh
love
yeah,
that
this
moment.
is one of my favorite parts. So cute.
I know.
I do like how they pretty much all remember Kamala except for Tony, you know. But that's his person, right? That's his character.
Oh, well, yeah, his interaction with her was at his highest celebrity moment.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I doubt he saw anyone.
And Bruce never met her because it was the behind the scenes thing.
Correct.
So it's
Right.
nice that Black Widow remembers her, and also.
And Thor does, yeah.
Mhm.
This can't be right.
Cap actually remembers her too.
Oh yeah. Spoilers, everyone. Cap's not actually dead.
Oh yeah,
What?
sorry.
I know. I'm sorry, you
You
guys.
ruined that one for
I
me.
know. I'm really sorry. That kind of just slipped out. I just didn't know. Sorry, Chad. You guys can forgive me, right? I know, T Reaper. What? I know.
I felt so bad for Jeff Shine doing press before the game came out because he couldn't talk about anything that he did. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I did that Golden Gate Bridge thing, and that was it. I never met Sandra again.
So this moment is. They literally have been fighting for something to prove that Tarleton killed Cap, but here,
Now it looks like Cap did this to himself.
yeah. Which is probably heartbreaking for all of them.
You actually believe all that crap you said at the hearing. I believe that we are dangerous. You really think the world is
This
better
is
without us?
Troy Baker and Nolan North at their best.
Yes. Nolan North and Troy Baker have a YouTube channel together, if you haven't seen it. And they
Can be fixed.
mess with each other all the time on set. So
I've done the
making them
experiments.
be Bruce and Tony together was kind of
You and
the
I
perfect move.
created a perfect disease. No, actually, I do the job.
I remember a lot of people when Troy got announced, they were like, Troy's not playing Tony? No, you've got to see you've got to see Troy be Bruce. He really owns this character.
Oh yeah.
Run from who you are, what you are. Maybe that's why Monica got the better of you.
Hulk. Of course, Darren DePaul voices Hulk.
Yes. I love Darren DePaul, which if you are curious, you should Google Darren DePaul. And look at what he looks like compared to Hulk, and be amazed that he can make all of the noises that he can make. That he is absolutely one of the most talented monster voices I think I've ever heard.
He's so good at it.
The one thing I've ever done voice recording for in a game was for a monster. It was really fun to sit there and try to make monster noises for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm alone.
Not quite, Miss Khan.
Aww.
Jarvis? I assume you can keep this thing in the air?
For quite some time, yes.
So what's
I like Jarvis.
Me too. And he's keeping Kamala company also.
Yeah.
How did you set up this scene where Kamala just like she feels so hopeless, but then not really,
Yeah.
as we'll find out soon.
Yeah, we this is definitely a darkest hour moment, and I think this is where our kind of changes to Monica's storyline do a lot of work here, and deciding what Monica knows, what Monica might have accidentally let slip.
Regarding a Bruce's interrogation
And
data,
it's also a moment where Kamala
Access it in the interrogation.
really starts to doubt
If I may
the
be
Avengers
so
for the first time. And it's not even just because Cap might have had something to do with what happened on 8A, but also just seeing them fight like that. These were her heroes. These were the people she looked up to for forever, and suddenly she sees them acting incredibly childish. So the reason she keeps going here, the reason she keeps looking, is less for the Avengers now, and more because she wants to prove that she's not a monster. That her having powers and what happened on 8A, that wasn't the worst day of her life. Is what she's really working towards at this point.
So she's kind of like taken on this is my solo mission now.
Exactly.
If anything.
this is useless.
I know we're past 2 o'clock, but let's just get past this cinematic and then we're good.
We were late. It's okay.
Yeah, we're late, everyone. We'll keep
I
going.
didn't mean to.
Is that you?
Aww.
Oh, this call from Abu.
Oh, come on, if you're there.
Again, Brian George, absolutely amazing. We really liked the parallel of her calling him at the beginning of the game and then him talking to her at the end.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this scene, like, just
I should never
so
have
heart-wrenching.
your powers. Perhaps you're scared, a little unsure.
And he's giving her hope, right? That she basically
Exactly.
lost.
You always stay true to yourself. I love you, Beta.
I love you more.
All right, who's crying in chat, everyone? Who's crying?
Like we all had to have the moment of silence.
Yeah, I was like,
while
I'm
listening
sorry.
to the
I need to
call.
watch this for a
Me too.
Don't interrupt him.
And then it all leads up to Kamala's speech, which is a thing that we knew we were going to have. Kamala's already had quite a few moments with the Avengers where she's kind of convinced them that what they're doing is important. But this is really the epitome of all of that. And honestly, Sandra gave me chills from the very first time that she recorded this.
Oh, nice.
Scour the earth. You will not scour the earth.
Scour the earth. That's it. Of course, the satellite.
I think that's the other really relatable thing about Kamala too is that like she's entered into this world that she's kind of
Avengers,
fantasized
if you
about
can hear
for
me,
so
I think I found
long,
a clue.
and she's out of her depth for everything, but she still keeps pushing through, which is
Yeah.
really amazing.
I wanted to blame Ames so bad for what happened to me on A-Day, it blinded me. But Cap must have had a good reason for what he did. I know it.
Oh, great. I'm getting goosebumps, and I've seen this scene a million times.
I know, same. I'm like, I'm gonna be quiet because I want to watch this.
Has incredible powers, but
I love that she's wearing her pin, too.
how bad things get. No matter
Everything
how
just
much
came
you
full
disagree,
circle.
You always come together.
Aw.
Don't you get it?
Cinematics team did such a good job too.
I know.
I love the facial animations in this game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just some weird kid from Jersey who didn't fit in. But you saw me for who I really was. You accepted me. There's still a bad guy out there who wants to hurt the world. But we can stop it.
Oh, what was it like writing for Captain America? Jeff Shine basically is Captain America, so he made it that much easier.
It's a thing you do.
But for me, writing Cap is probably one of the hardest characters. And John Stafford, who was our narrative director on the main game, really understood Cap. It's his favorite of the Avengers. He's his favorite of the Avengers, and so he really helped us to kind of hone Cap's voice.
And Cap, or I just call him Cap. Hulk comes back, or Bruce comes back.
It shouldn't.
Such an amazing scene. Yeah. One of my favorites. I never get tired of this one.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys do motion cap?
We do, yeah. For the main campaign, we did motion capture for most of the cinematics, most if not all. And the lead actors played their roles, so they got in the suits. Obviously, during COVID, that is less of a thing. But yes, they all got to play off of each other for these. And Travis Willingham did, in fact, get a Mjolnir that he got to swing around.
Yeah. I saw the behind the scenes footage of that, and it was, and they have to
it's
like
pretty great.
fly. Yeah.
Monica's right. The lab's not on Earth.
I'm not following.
Okay, when I was captured, Monica and Tarleton had this argument. Tarleton had to leave the room.
I wish we could get into space because that's obviously a super big
I
moment,
know.
but we just don't have enough time.
We don't have time, but I will say definitely play space. It is my favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite environment by far.
Yeah, it's
Oh, gorgeous.
it's gorgeous. I will say I die as Cap in that run out a lot though.
Zero gravity, perfect place to do it. Good job.
Yeah, that's really where you discover how good or bad you are at platforming.
Oh my god, yeah.
So we
And I always feel so bad to make Cap suffocate in space.
Oh.
After just escaping.
So we are gonna end it there. I think that's a good place to end it. But a reminder to everyone that tomorrow we have our Hawkeye showcase stream where we're gonna show you guys Hawkeye skills, his powers, all that good stuff. We're gonna talk to Scott Walters about it, just like we did for the Kate Bishop showcase, and then we're gonna talk to hopefully someone from your team, Hannah, about that. I know there's some like there
we're
might be some
we're
conflicts
discussing
there.
it, but hopefully, you will talk to Keanu and or Nicole about Clint and Kate.
Nice. If not, that's totally cool. We're all super busy. And then we're gonna talk to AJ for how the animation team animated Kate and Clint and made sure that Clint taught Kate everything he knows. So there should be some sort of animation coolness going on there. Yeah, and Phil's coming back. You guys all miss Phil. He's gonna be there too. All right. Well, sorry we were late, guys. I hope you guys can forgive us, and we hope that you enjoyed these reassemble replay streams. Hopefully, we do them again. More of these types of things in the future, if you did enjoy them, and for you guys to meet more members of the team and everything. Anthony, anything you want to say to our players, to people watching?
Other than I can't wait for you guys to experience Hawkeye. I think everyone's gonna really love it, and thank you guys for joining us on stream. And it's really nice getting a job with all of you.
Kim?
Yeah, it was great meeting everybody on the stream. I will also give a bonus to everybody. Oh, hold on, let me.
Oh,
get my
is
cat.
Dorothy here? Oh yeah, I think we all want to see Dorothy.
Come here.
You guys ready to see
Here
a
we
cat?
Kitty!
Kitty!
The true celebrity.
Hi,
that we've all
Dorothy.
been waiting for. She's been here the whole time, you guys. She's very
Everyone
confused
say hi,
somehow, but
Dorothy. She's adorable.
There you go. This is your reward for everybody who stayed on the whole time. I'll let her go now. But thank you all for coming out today. It's been great.
Hannah, anything you want to say?
Thank you for having me. These are really fun. And yeah, I can't wait for you guys to experience Clint.
Yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow. I know you guys are bored of me by now, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna be here again tomorrow. And have a great day. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.